Good evening, good evening. This is Marie Holiday, and I hope everybody had a fabulous day today. And before we get into today's lecture, please hit my subscribe button and hit my notification button. Support this channel. I want to let the audience know that I'm very, very close to hitting my first 1,000 subscriber milestone. And when I hit that first 1,000 subscriber milestone, I'm going to do a special video upload to recognize my first 1,000 subscribers. I'm currently at 998 subscribers. So if you are listening to this video upload, and if you have not subscribed to my channel, please support my channel, be a part of that 1,000 first subscriber milestone. My YouTube channel really is thought-provoking, educational, motivational. I have no doubt if you are a consistent viewer, you are getting something out of my videos. I spend a lot of time behind the scenes in preparing each video upload. I do special requests because I'm in the zip code in the natural environment, meeting people face to face, meeting my subscribers, following up with subscribers, having conversations with them, honoring their special requests. That is a tremendous amount of time on my part. That's what separates my YouTube channel from many YouTube channels out there. I get a large percentage of my subscribers on a monthly basis by being in the natural environment, in my zip code and other zip codes, in my travels, when I meet people at the airport, the grocery store, the gas station, post office, when I'm traveling anywhere, I'm marketing my channel. So with that being said, let's get down to today's very, very important lecture. The focus of this lecture is another credential last renewal, aka reclaiming my money as I'm headed into retirement mode. Check out my prior video upload where I did a last credential renewal offboarding on another credential. If the audience is aware, I'm a licensed clinical addiction specialist. I've been credentialed for over 24 years in 3 different states. In the state of Georgia, in the state of Virginia, in the state of North Carolina. I hold multiple credentials. So as I renew certain credentials for the last time, I do an upload on that, letting the audience know this is the last time I'm renewing this credential, or when the re-credentialing cycle roll around again, Marie Holiday will be on the beach somewhere. I will be fully retired the latter part of 2023. So with that being said, I'm going to literally offboard this credential. I actually renewed my licensed clinical addiction specialist credential in the state of North Carolina. I renewed this credential April the 22nd, 2022. And this particular credential licensure will expire July 1st, 2024. I will not be in the state of North Carolina July 1st, 2024. So this literally will be my last time re-credentialing the addiction credential in the state of North Carolina. So I'm going to literally read the renewal letter that the North Carolina Addiction Board sent me. So here we go. Pay attention. The North Carolina Addiction Specialist Professional Practice Board is pleased to confirm that Marie C. Holiday I initially received this license in the state of North Carolina in 2008. I came from the state of Georgia. Although I've been initially credentialed for over 24 years, but for my North Carolina credential, I have been holding the North Carolina credential since 2008, because when you hold a professional credential, when you relocate from one state to the other, or rather it's out of the country, every state you go to, you got to get that professional credential in that state. So in the state of North Carolina, I've been credentialed since June 24th, 2008. I renewed this credential April the 22nd, 2022. The credential is every 2-year cycle. I have to renew it. I just renewed this one here a little early. This license, in this addiction license, will expire July 1st, 2024. However, I will not renew this license. I'm off-boarding this license. I will be fully retired in September of 2023. So when this cycle rolls around again, I'm going to be on the beach somewhere, and it will not be in the state of North Carolina. My credentials do not define who I am. What defines Marie Holiday is my upbringing from my parents, the environment that I was raised in, my integrity, my accountability and responsibility. That is what defines me. This piece of paper does not define who I am. It was just a particular piece of paper, a license that I had to get when I relocated to the state of North Carolina in order to practice in addiction as an expert in what I do. So basically, what it says is that I initially got the license in North Carolina in June 24, 2008. This credential will expire on July 1st, 2024. And it states that this professional has not received any disciplinary actions against this credential, the licensed clinical addiction specialist credential issued by the North Carolina board. And it also goes on to state that in the state of North Carolina, according to the general statute in this letter, the practice of a licensed clinical addiction specialist may be independent and consists of the following 12 core functions, such as screening, intake, orientation, assessment, treatment planning, counseling, case management, crisis intervention, client education, report and record keeping, consultations with other professionals in regard to the client treatment and services, referral to reduce the conditions that place individuals at risk of developing addicted disorders or diseases with co-occurring disorders, and treatment for addicted disorders or disease. The licensed clinical addiction specialist may also provide supervision to maintain a professional credential as defined by this article. You know, that also gives me the power to supervise other addiction individuals in the profession. So basically, the North Carolina board sent me my updated license. They sent me evidence of my renewal letter, letting me know when this license will expire. I will not be renewing this license. You know, part of my offboarding from the workforce is to also offboard all of my credentials. By the time it's all said and done, every credential that I ever earned in all 3 states, in this multiple of them, will be off board, will not be renewed at all. My goal is to reclaim my money and to reclaim 40 hours of my life as I continue to off-board these credentials and prepare for retirement. And let me give the audience a breakdown analysis in terms of the amount of money that I have to spend to maintain this one specific credential in the state of North Carolina. For example, to renew this particular credential, the renewal cycle is every 2 years. I have to pay a $200 application fee, and that's every 2 years. In addition, every year I have to pay $149 for the professional membership card. In addition, I have to spend, or in order to maintain this credential, I have to earn a total of 40 continuing educational hours of educational hours exclusively in the field of addiction, to stay abreast of all of the current trends in the new science of about addiction, in the field of addiction. So I have to maintain a total of 40 continuing educational hours within a 2-year time frame, and those hours are not free. You know, I spend on the low end for those 40 continuing educational hours on the low end of $1,200 plus within a 2-year cycle. So now you're looking at the $200 every 2 years for the application fee, the $149 every year for my professional membership, and on the low end, $1,200 plus that I pay for those 40 hours of continuing education in the field of addiction. So that breaks down to about $1,549 plus in a 2-year cycle. That breaks down to about $774 a year to maintain this specific credential. In my new audience, I have multiple credentials where I'm spending this amount, if not more, for all of those other credentials. Do your math on that. So when I do not renew this, as I off-board this credential, I am going to recoup $1,549 that I would have been spending to maintain this license, which I would no longer need when I retire. I'm going to recoup $774 plus a year when I off-board this. You know, the whole main concept of my book, Awake Financial Freedom, I talk about in one of my chapters on how as you recoup money, as you reclaim your money, with this $1,549, I'm about to reclaim in my life when I off-board this credential. What do you think I'm going to do with that $1,549? I'm going to invest that into my portfolio to make more passive income. I'm going to immediately recoup that money, and it will have a direct impact on, although I'm going to be retired, but I'm going to still continue to invest, diversify my portfolio, reinvest the dividends, and etc. That is what I'm going to do with that money. These credentials do not define who I am. You know, I'm here to tell you. And it don't matter if I return every single licensure I ever earned in the course of 24 years. You know, I can tear this piece of paper up right now, but I better not do it now because I needed to practice in the state of North Carolina. But if I was to get rid of this piece of paper right this minute, I still got the knowledge. I still got all of that knowledge that I've earned over the years by going through graduate school to get that master's in counseling, and going through all that other extra internship and testing to get the license to practice as an independent addiction specialist, to confer that credential. They can take this piece of paper from me right this minute. That ain't gonna take my knowledge away from me. That my knowledge is still there. That's what I'm here to tell you. So like I said, I am so excited that this is my last time where I would ever have to renew this credential again. I've been in this field for 24 plus years, in credential in multiple states. You know, I've came full circle in the profession. I'm good. I'm excited. I'm getting ready to start a new chapter in my life. Who knows? I may write another book. I got some places I'm going to travel on my to-do list. I'm going to continue to talk about, I'm going to continue to cultivate my YouTube channel. And like I said, the knowledge of addiction don't end because I'm turning a credential in. The knowledge is up here. I can do a topic on relapse prevention, a disease of addiction, anytime I feel like it, because I've gone through graduate school also to get a lot of that knowledge. So with that being said, please hit my subscribe button. I'm currently at 998 subscribers. Help me reach my 1,000 subscriber milestone if you have not subscribed to this channel. And also send me your comments, send me your input and feedback in regards to this particular upload in reference to, me offboarding my addiction credentials. That don't have to mean that does not mean I don't have to continue to do topics on, powerful information about, relapse prevention and substance abuse and how to recognize relapse and how to maintain your recovery. That don't stop those topics. I still got that knowledge. Give me some input in regards to, or rather not, from time to time, you still want me to present those motivational topics about, relapse prevention, how to avoid relapse, and topics on disease concept of addiction or psychological dependency. I get a lot of requests from a lot of people on requesting certain topics. So give me input on whether or not you still want to hear the topics about that, or whether or not you don't want to hear them. If you got special requests, send me your input on that. And with that being said, simplify, simple fidelis, and I'm going to leave you in the care of your own conscience. Have a great evening.